Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome once again to Watching Chickies. Now here on day 46 of our broadcast. And welcome everyone. This is the daily live stream here on Reddit and later posted to YouTube about the lives of these 3 young chickens. And here we see flying up to see Dad is our Braveheart, who is an ayam cemeni chicken. Down here we have our onagadori named Kagome, and then our little silkie named Stormy. And all of them are quite verbose today. Kagome, you want to come up? Come up, come on. Here you go. No, you want to go on your own? Go on. Go see Braveheart. Come on. And hello there, weirdest man. Always lovely to see you. And during this live stream, I like to interact with all of my viewers here on Reddit. And I do like to just answer questions and comments throughout the show. So for those of you watching on YouTube later, I am not insane. I am merely talking to the people that you can't see. Oh my. And hello there, little Stormy. So much peeping. And come here. Dad will help. Dad will help. There you go. You can fly. Yes, you can. Ooh, bless you. A little chicken sneeze. And that is all it took for our little Kagome to come up and say hi to everyone else. Hello. A few little chicken games now. Well, we are having a nice and lovely morning. And Weirdest Man in the chat says hello to all you people of YouTube. And I know we have passed the 400 subscriber count at this point, and I'd like to thank all of you on YouTube for checking us out and enjoying these streams. And if you feel like you enjoy these videos, well, if you'd like to subscribe, it really will help the channel in the future. And I might even try to do a few YouTube-only live streams in the future once we hit the 500 subscriber mark and the 1,000. And that might be a nice experiment to try YouTube Live. Because I know occasionally we do have issues here on Reddit with suddenly the stream just kind of ending due to a technical error. Which is why some days do have multiple parts. And as we can see here, our chickens just continue to develop day by day. They are always getting bigger. And a Fistful Fun 420 asks, what type of bird are you taking care of? Well, all of these guys right here are 46-day-old chickens. In black, we have our ayam cemeni chicken, named Braveheart, right here. And this is a chicken breed that comes from Southeast Asia. Over here, we have our onagadori, named Kagome. And the onagadori is an endangered Japanese breed that is well known for its roosters that have tail feathers that grow their entire lives. And then right here, our fuzzy little gray friend is named Stormy, and she is a silkie chicken. And silkies are a very old breed of chicken that were originally raised in China over 2,000 years ago. And they are quite spectacular with their very, very fuzzy little feathers that feel almost like fur or hair to the touch. And hello there, little Stormy. Hello. Oh, and thank you, Fistful of Fun 420. Yes, I do enjoy doing this narration work for these little chickens, and I have been doing this series for all 46 days of their lives. And I mean, maybe in a few years, this might make a very interesting documentary on chickens. because I am planning on doing at least a small recording every single day of their lives. Oh, and hello there, a hobby horse. I hope you are having a lovely day. And I believe these days, at least on Reddit, if you follow me and you have alerts set on, the Reddit app should alert you to when these live streams are starting. And we try to broadcast every day starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And lots of happy little peeps going on right now. And you know, you guys are in a little bit of darkness. I know it's a dark day outside because it is a little stormy, but guess what? I'm redirecting the sun towards you. Yes, the UV light. There you go. Ooh, Kagome is interested in that. Hello there, Kagome. Are you sunbathing? Oh my, that's some interesting behavior. Yes? Oh dear. Well, I guess you just wanted to have a sunny little day. Oh, and hello there, Braveheart. Hello. And how are you doing? Braveheart is one of our most affectionate chickens here. He doesn't really try to shy away like some of the others. Oh, and there you are, little Stormy, just pecking about, minding your own business. A few scratches, and you are good to go. And I'll put this back in its regular place. There we go. Oh my. Got a few squawks from our little Kagome there. She didn't quite like me moving the sun. I usually only do that at night, when I turn out the light, and in the morning when I turn it on. Because we like to just maintain a sort of normal day-night cycle for the chickens. Which will help when, you know, they eventually are going to be able to go outside. According to Lauren this morning, apparently we might have a little bit of a hurricane coming through the area next week. So all of our plans are going awry. But you know what? We are going to adapt to our plans, and we are going to be transforming one of our basement rooms into a little chicken playroom. So they're going to be living in their own special area in the house soon, so we can move them out of the brooder, which they are really outgrowing at this point. Because the plan was originally we were only going to have them there for the first 6 weeks of their life, and now they're into week 7 because of the bad weather outside. So we haven't done the weights today. We were asked by Montes about the chickens' weights, and one of the things we do on this stream is we check out their weights each and every day. And yesterday, Braveheart was 326 grams, Kagome was 295, and Stormy was 217. And Braveheart, well, really is a big boy now. What are you trying to do, Braveheart? That is the ground. That is not your territory. Oh my, you are really on the edge. I think we're going to see some flapping soon if you go any further. You want to come see? Oh, you want to see Dad. Okay, well that's all right. Braveheart does like to be a bit of a homebody when it comes to hanging out with me. Just hanging out here on my arm, or even on my shoulder. And hello there, Braveheart. Hello. You are such a lovely chicken. Oh. Right there on my leg. And I think he was just looking for a few nice scritches. And there you go. Oh, and are you two cuddling over there? That is lovely. And Montes, well, you know, Kagome is definitely a bird that's full of a lot of energy. she likes to kind of go around her territory and occasionally go outside of it. And then we have our little Stormy there, who is, kind of content to be by herself sometimes, but then she likes to cuddle up with the others. And then we have our little Braveheart here, who keeps a very close eye on Kagome a lot of the times. If she ever strays, he kind of follows her and makes sure she doesn't get into any trouble. But then he also likes hanging out with Dad and getting lots and lots of pets. And hello there, Argmasas. And these birds are all chickens. And this is our daily live stream called Watching Chickies, now on day 46. And right here, we have our ayam cemeni chicken, named Braveheart. And over there cuddling, in gray, we have our little silkie, named Stormy. And our onagadori, named Kagome. Oh, and Militant Asparagus, thank you for the silver. That is much appreciated. Oh, and hello there, DJ Gamer 01. And hello there, another donut. And all of our little peep squad is together yet again for another day. And they're kind of peeping around and talking as they play here on their blanket. And despite any bad weather outside, they are having a nice time inside. And for those of you just joining us, welcome. In this daily live stream, we just simply watch these chickens as they go about their day, having a nice time, living and developing day by day. And I just kind of do a running commentary, which, I chat about their behavior, and I chat to you viewers here on Reddit with any of your questions or concerns. And hello there, Slice Typhoon. Howdy, I mean. And hello there, Michael Green 25. And there you go. We have a very eclectic flock of 3 different breeds, but they have all meshed into one happy little family. And Montes, well, if we do have a hurricane coming through, our house is pretty sturdy, and it shouldn't be a problem. We're here in Connecticut, so I could only imagine that we would be experiencing just a little bit of a hurricane, like the remnants. Probably by the time anything comes to us, it'll just be a tropical storm. But, it has pushed us to transform one of our unused rooms in our basement into a full-blown chickie room. And we are going to be transitioning them to living there temporarily this coming week. And it should give them a lot more space to spread their wings and be a bit happier than being in a smaller brooder, because they have really grown, and I want to give them a bit more room, even if it's not so nice outside. And I know we might be spoiling our little chickies a bit, but I think that's alright. And all of these guys now are 46 days old. And they are members of our family and friends for life, so they are never going to be eaten. So no one ever has to worry about that. Though we wouldn't say no in the future to them donating a couple of eggs. Especially Lauren, who does enjoy making some baked goods every once in a while. We have heard fresh eggs are much better than the store-bought variety. And having eaten a couple in my life, I would agree. And Michael Green 25. No, I haven't fed them cake, but I wouldn't probably suggest giving a chicken cake, mostly because, lots of sugar can be pretty bad for their development and their growth. And I don't really think that they can handle sugar as well as a human could, especially because their own body weight is so much less than compared to ours. Aww, and all three of them are just in a little cuddle pile. And this is sort of what they do at night when they go to sleep. And they all cuddle up together in the corner and just close their eyes. It's a shame I'm not able to share it with you, but they have this very special little peep that they give when they are very tired and they're about to go to sleep, and they spot me. It's just kind of like a really tiny beep 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 when they're just kind of saying good night. And there you go. Oh, Braveheart, are you happy there? You happy right in between the two hens? And yes, Michael Green 25, Lauren does quite love the little chickies as well. We both give them little cuddles, and you know, they all enjoy it. Oh, and Dizzy Skin, thank you for the awe. It is much appreciated. And Montes, well, you know, eggs are actually a very good and nutritious treat to give to your chickies. I would just recommend that if you ever gave your chickens eggs, to give them hard-boiled, because if you start giving chickens raw eggs, they will begin to eat their own eggs when they start producing. And it's not really cannibalism, because the eggs that they're eating are not fertilized. They never would have become chickens in the first place, and they're merely just kind of like chicken periods. And the first meal that any chicken ever eats is actually the remnant of their own eggs, which is why when the chicken is first hatched, they don't need to eat or drink water for the first 2 to 3 days of their life. So there you go, a little chicken fact for you there. Because without a rooster, you know, no egg will ever produce a chicken. It needs to be fertilized. Oh, hello there, my fluffy boy. Oh, my fluffy boy, there you go. And a few scritches from Dad. And on yesterday's stream, we actually gave them a hard-boiled egg as a treat, which they did quite enjoy. So, these guys came from a place called Feather Lover Farms in California. So what happened was they were hatched there, and then they were overnight shipped to us here in Connecticut, in Nutmeg State. And since then, they have been here with us every day of their lives. So now they're 46 days old. And my first interaction with them, opening the box after picking them up from the post office, you know, besides hearing their little peeps inside their box, was Braveheart, jumping right out of the box, right onto the lip of it, and looking at me right in the face, ready and willing to go exploring. And since that moment, you know, we have made a happy little family. Oh, fluffy boy. And the fluffy boy is trying to get nice and comfy here on the blanket. And Black Maestro 1 asks for their names. So right here in black, we have Braveheart, who is our ayam cemeni chicken. In gray here, we have our little Stormy, who was a silkie. And here we have Kagome, who is an onagadori. And Michael Green 25. Well, actually, no. When they ship chicks to you through the mail, they do not leave them in eggs. Because if you try to really ship eggs through the mail, you know, you can't really maintain that sort of heat that they need to continue to hatch, and things might go awry. which is why in that case you wait for them to hatch, and then you put them in their shipping container, which is usually covered with you know, a lot of cushioning and whatnot, and it is then there's a few special stickers that they put on it, and then they either overnight or 2 days ship it through the US Postal Service. And the US Postal Service has been doing that for about 90 years so far. And then what happens is, when it gets to your local post office, they give you a phone call, and you pick it up directly that morning from the post office. And Cocoa Puffs 089 asks, do you plan on cooking them eventually? No. These chickens will never be cooked. They are members of our family and friends for life. There you go. And Dizzy Skin, you are correct. Who said, I imagine shipping them before they hatch would literally be counting your chickens before they hatch. That is correct. And that's one of the reasons why, instead of shipping eggs, they ship live baby chicks through the mail. And they all arrived safe and sound. And we can all see here that they have been growing well. Yes, Kagome. Yes. You are a lovely chicken, I agree. Look at your lovely new golden feathers. And such a graceful long neck there. Brilliant. And it is such a shame the onagadori chicken is, you know, an endangered breed, because it is such a lovely chicken to look at. Oh dear, oh dear. And there we go, chicks. You are all relaxed. And in a little while, we'll do your daily weigh-in to make sure that you are developing well and you are not getting ill and that you are nice and comfy. Oh, little Stormy, you have just turned into a ball of floof right there. And I do love silkies for how just soft and fuzzy their breed is. And look at the little cottontail right here. So soft and fluffy. What do you think of it, Stormy? Well, it's just how you are. And because her wings are actually a bit different than the others, and her feathers are so soft, she can't really get the same sort of lift that the other two can with their short little flights. So whenever she wants to get out of the brooder, I have to help her up. But you know what, Stormy? Dad is always willing to help. Oh, and hello there, Braveheart. You're like half on your side. Oh, and hello there, Memento Mori. I hope you are having a lovely day. And here's Braveheart having a lovely moment, just getting his scritches from Dad. And there you go. There you go, Braveheart. Ooh, fluffing up. Lovely. Yes, and our little Stormy's hair has gotten a bit wild over the past few days, but you know, I think it's all starting to come in. She has a little bit of a fro right now. There we go. Lovely. Now, all of these chickens are just doing nicely today. And if you're interested in seeing the development of these 3 young chickens, we have a YouTube channel called Watching Chickies. There's a link to it in my profile. And yeah, you get to see them grow from day 1 all the way to now, which is day 46. And you have all gotten so big like you, Kagome. You were just a tiny, tiny little cotton ball when I first saw you. Just all stripy and all made of fluff. And now look at you. You've gotten so big, and look at those tail feathers. Oh my, they have developed. And you see the sort of like fan-like look to them, which does still suggest to me that she is probably a hen at this point. And yes, the chickens are very laid back today. I'm not sure if it's because they're detecting the sort of bad weather. It is very overcast outside. But you know what? This is alright. And Kagome is just very busily trying to make sure she is looking her best by doing lots of preening. And you can see her looking about to each and every one of her feathers as she just slowly and methodically cleans each and every one. And I've even seen her pull out a couple of feathers because they are lacking. And we've made a little collection of them. There we go. Lovely. All right, guys. All right. A little Stormy. Hello. Hello. Do you want some dad time? Or do you want to sit here? Oh, I think you're happy right here on the blanket right next to Braveheart, aren't you? Some tiny little peeps. Unfortunately, these chickens don't have a job to